Welcome to part 11 of HTML tutorials. So in this video, I will talk about HTML forms. So how we can create a forms with the help of HTML tags. So first we have HTML forms as a tag. So you can use this tag for defining a form, and inside you can pass the input fields like you can take as an input like section where user can input the name and many other things. And in the form as a tag here, you can pass the attributes like actions, target, method, and autocomplete. Actions we use for defining actions like this is a form. When we submit this form, what action we need to perform, or the URL where we can pass. Target is like I can submit the form into the new window or same window. This kind of things we can apply. And similarly, we can apply a method as an attribute. We have a request like get and post. And similarly, we have another attribute autocomplete, which means like this form is you are able to add a feature like autocomplete true or false. So we can add a value like on. And also we have input fields. So inside form we can add a create a input fields with the help of input as a tag, and we have attributes like type is equal to text, so it will take as a text. Or we can create a radio button with the help of type of equal to radio, or we can create a checkbox, or we can create a type submit button or normal button. So this is how we can create a input fields. And also these all are input fields. We can pass attributes like name, value, placeholder, ID, type, disable, size, and max length. So let's see how we can implement. So this is my VS Code editor. Here I will create a file index.html, and I will add a basic syntax like the HTML, I.type HTML, and then we have HTML as a tag, and then we have a head section, and then we have a title. Here we can add a title. So I will write title. So this is for the HTML forms, and this is a body. Here we can add a like h1, or this HTML is not a case sensitive language, so you can use capital or small cap. So I will add HTML like this is HTML forms. So first we can create a form as a tag. So we have a form, and inside this form we can add the things. So I will save, and I will go to the file explorer. I will run this page. So this is the HTML forms, and right now I do not have added the logic. So first we for input we have a input as a tag. Here we can add a type is equal to as an attribute, and here you can pass the value. So this means like user can uh, add a text in the input field. So this is the input field where we can add a text something something anything. And similarly we can create another input box, and we can change the value. So if we like we can add a number, so user can input only the number. So we have a number field. So when I try to add a text, so it will not, and there is a number section, we can add only number. And there is one more attribute that you can add, placeholder. So placeholder is a by default like background text, so user can understand this is value for this one. So here we can add enter name. So this is a placeholder. I will click and then I can enter the value name. And also there is a one more attribute that you can use, name. So for defining a name, like this one is for the name, and here we can do the same thing, like we can add a name. So this is for the mobile number, and you can add a placeholder, like here you can write mobile number, save, and then reload. So again, these input field is inline element, as you know, like like we have a two type of value by default, so block and inline. So these all are the inline. So if you want to take add some break, so you can add a br tag for the line break, so line break. And you can also apply two times for the br tag for the understanding purpose. Yeah, so we have a two fields. And now I will add another BR. So next we have input type is equal to, you can add a mail. Here you can pass a value, type is equal to mail. So this is a by default validations. So whenever, like in the upcoming videos, when you submit a form, so you need to check the email, whether the email format is valid or not. So here you can use type is equal to email, it will take as an email. So again, these can apply these things. So yeah, this one is for the email, save and then roll. Yes, it's working. So next part, we have input type is equal to, here you can take a password. So here password, and here you can write password. So whenever you're typing, it will be considered as a dot 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 dot. These all are the circles, or we can consider as a circles. Yeah. And then we have, you can create a radio button. So you can create a radio button with the help of type is equal to radio, and you can add, or I will remove, and then so we have a radio button, this one, or we can create another radio button. So save and then yeah. So we can pass a value. Value is another parameter attribute that you can use. So maybe where you can add a female, and here you can add a value is equal to male. So it will take, this value is male, this one is for the female, and we can collect this value from the JavaScript. And then we have checkbox. So we can create a checkbox. So you just need to type input type is equal to checkbox. So this is for the checkbox. Reload. So this is a checkbox. And yes, you can do more things, like we have a lot of values, properties. So you can take a color. So I'll select color, input type is equal to color. So there is a color box, you can select the color. And you just need to explore. If you're working on VS Code editor, so there are a lot of things. Like we can select the date. So there is a calendar for the date. So here we can select the date. And similarly, you can select the time for the time. Like here we can add a time. So this one is for the time durations. And there are a lot of things that you can use as an input type is equal to, like search, submit, telephone, URL, week. You can select the week. So this is a sections where you can select 4th week or 15th week or something. So this is how we can implement HTML forms, and there are a lot of things that you can go and search. So this is the basic structure how we can implement the forms. Like we have attributes like actions here in the form, where we can define actions. We can also autocomplete feature. So we can pass a value, autocomplete is equal to true or false. So it will take automatically value, like if we have a value. Next video, I will talk about HTML head tags, where we can add more properties about the web page. So thank you for watching. See you in the next video.